So, I figured, just bring you in, since you're already here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Howdy. Yeah, I'm Gino Greco. I'm on giantbomb.com as I'm a moderator there. I've been a freelance writer there for at times. I've freelanced for Vice. I host a podcast about video games.
Yes,
It's a
the
book
Deep
club.
Listens podcast.
That is accurate. The Deep Listens podcast. Been hosting it for 6, 7 years. Oh boy, I'm getting old. 6, 7 years now. It's a book club. We pick a different game every 2 weeks, and then we talk about it like it was an English class or something. And then on the
Okay.
off week, we have a bunch of chuckleheads playing bad RPGs, but the same concept.
Okay. Yeah, I really need one of those like game book club things because I've got Gamecast and Game Pass, and I like barely touch it, and like otherwise I just kind of go into like my repetitive games, like your Fortnites, your MTG arenas, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate being forced out of my comfort zone. Although sometimes I'm forced out of my comfort zone into a briar patch of horrible things. Uh, well, spice of life and everything. Sometimes you're playing Slay the Spire. Sometimes you're playing Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're playing Oppo. You
yeah,
never know what someone's gonna pick.
yeah. So, oh snap! I just heard a little trill noise. Oh God, I need to move that alert up here. Hold on, let me just go to studio mode. All right, and let me move the alert box up a little bit because that was just completely decimated. Okay, there we go. I saw a noise. Notification of payment. $20 from Ongaku Overdrive. Shit, yeah. Thank you, buddy. So, I don't know if we are, like, what you plan on doing this or how long the average run takes. But, yes, anyway, thank you, Ongaku Overdrive. I do have, like, a prize thing set up because Ongaku Overdrive or Kent Ward, he runs a concert series. I keep saying Ogaku Overdrive over again. Kent runs Ogaku Overdrive, which is a concert series that a lot of nerd musicians take place in. You got your rappers, you got your VGM cover bands, you got your geek rockers. I played virtual Ongaku 4-way back in the day. It was a really fun time. But what he does is
The
that,
music
yes,
overdrive.
yes, exactly. It is him, Kent. Does not work. The link donated. Okay, I gotta get on. Okay, I gotta get on top of that. So
Go for it.
thank
Fix
you.
that first.
Yeah, yeah. That's the important thing. Right. So, and what he does is that at the end of the stream, because during virtual Ngaku, you chip in your money, and all the money gets split to pay the artists, and excuse me. So all the money gets. Goes to pay the artists, and also he does give away albums. So, like, if you donate $5 or more, you get to win an album. And I am doing something similar here. Only there, obviously I offer a lot more merch. So I'm going to offer a bunch of different stuff here. So you can win. Let me just look up the prizes I have set out here.
Ooh. Do you have a Seize the Gains of Production shirt?
Yes, I do actually.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I do. So if you donate, I still need to deduce whether it's $20 or $10 or more, but Kent clearly cleared that. So Ken, congratulations, you're in the running.
I can speak to the quality of that shirt. I purchased one for a friend before COVID. I was going to give it to him for the Giant Bomb Community Endurance Run, the Giant Bomb fundraiser that I help organize every year, which is in a week.
Yes.
Enough. And I was going to give that to him because he was going to come to my house to participate. And then COVID happened.
Right.
And so now I just have it. I guess it's mine now.
All right. So, Ken, since you donated, now what I was also going to do is do what GDQ does and have incentives. So there are 3 games today that do have incentives. The first is Slay the Spire, which you donate, you get to pick what character we do a run as. Then after that, the game right after this is Chroma Squad, which, as I was just telling the people, if you're a fan of Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, Tonkatsu, all that stuff, that's a game that very much wears its love on the sleeve for that. So you can name the characters of it. You have a squad of 5. You can, and we'll let you name whoever. And then the third one is going to be at 3 p.m. Bayonetta. That's the difficulty we start with. Yeah, so Kent, if you want, you get to pick. Or do you have, or you know what? While Kent's deciding, let's start with the daily run. Hold on, let's go back. And the daily run. So, no, actually, I've kind of kicked this one's ass already. So let's start, let's start with the Ironclad. Let's start level 1, Ascension, just to kind of really, there we go. We'll ease things in. So, now, what is your familiarity with Slay the Spire?
I have. Oh boy, let me see what Steam says. I have played of Slay the Spire. I'm guessing I'm north of 100 hours, and boy, oh boy, I did not anticipate that. We played it as a podcast game like 3 years ago, I want to say, and I was like, this game's pretty cool. I probably don't need to play this anymore. And then I just find myself, just constantly going back to it. Yeah, 120 hours. Oh boy. So yeah, I really enjoy deck builders. I've played Magic the Gathering for darn near 20 years now, coming up on it. So Slay the Spire, as someone who's primarily interacted with Magic through Limited, because I didn't necessarily have the money to build standard constructed decks, but Limited, everyone's equal in Limited.
Exactly. You just got to know like your draft stuff.
Yeah, like you might get screwed, but it'll be luck. It won't be because someone spent $100 on their deck. So I played
100. Oh, Gino. 100.
Before this inflation.
Oh, yeah.
Before this inflation, $100. You could get 4 to 8 dual lands and 1 good rare. Oh boy, it would kick my butt. So Limited, Slay the Spire scratches at it. It gives you a different drafting basically opportunity every single run. And each of the classes, I think you would say, there are maybe 1 or 2 magic colors. Like there are 1 or 2 draft archetypes.
Yes.
Kind of, you're served up every single time. And I like that there's enough variability between the classes where you're not doing the same exact thing every single run. But they give you some guidance. You've got, you've picked the Ironclad, which has a defense build where you're just building up block and turning your block into attack. There's a self-harm, like deal yourself damage, get better outputs, but you're damaging yourself, so it's dangerous sort of approach. And then there's the exile cards from your deck approach.
Yes.
Where, as you exile cards, you get more, and exile, I mean you remove the card from your deck permanently for that fight, and it pays you off for that. So there's like 3 different styles of Magic deck that are at play in the Ironclad. Which is your favorite?
I do like playing the Ironclad just because it's the most basic one. But also I do like the Silent, where you can just go off on Silent. So we don't have any incentives, so we can just kind of play through, and you're watching the game. And I'm very sorry to leave you out like this, but
fine. I like watching Slay the Spire. So when you're playing the Ironclad, which pathway do you tend to go down? The blocking, the self-damage? There's also kind of a strength boosting sort of.
I'm a coward, so I go with the blocking one.
Yeah, that's fair. I find that the blocking one, as someone who likes the silent and likes looping effect, like if you can get your block super high and then cast an attack that does damage equal to block, it feels a little bit like a storm deck.
Yes.
You're killing your opponent while protecting yourself, which is the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and then you have the Ironclad, which is a very odd character because they go only on most of their stuff is with orbs. So
that's the defect.
The defect. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, the defect is like all about the defect is all about like the orbs. So if you can find a way to game off the orbs and powers, actually. Orbs and powers. So we're just going to kind of walk through what we're doing right now, because I realized we haven't really been doing that, explaining the game. So this is Slay the Spire. What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah, this is Slay the Spire. Like, the way I would describe it is it's got a little bit of Magic the Gathering, because you're drafting cards. The cards do a one-off effect. You're this character on the left. Your goal is to basically take all of your enemies' HP to 0, keep your HP from going to 0, and it's roguelike, so every single panel on that map that you've been seeing is a different encounter that you can go into. And then depending on whether you're on level 1, level 2, or level 3, there will be different enemies you'll run across, different events that will give you cards, give you opportunities to tweak your deck. and you're just basically trying to execute your turn the best way you can. Oh boy, you're dazed.
Yeah,
Very
no,
dazed.
that's not fun. So what cards can? So what some enemies can do is they can daze you. They can temporarily stun you, or
Put
they
cards in your
when they
deck.
don't stun you, they just throw like an extra card in your deck that just does nothing. Or you can't use it, but it exhausts or becomes evaporated after you,
Have it in your hand.
yeah, after you have it in your hand. That's ethereal. Yes, that's what ethereal is.
So ethereal cards are use it or lose it. If you cast it, it stays in your deck. If you don't cast it, it goes away. So for these, you can't pay for them. They're unplayable status effects.
Right.
So they just junk up your deck with garbage that you can't cast. Really rude. Really
Yeah,
rude
these
thing
guys
for
are.
them to do.
Yeah, these guys are like not very poggers. I'm not. Well, no, I am having fun. This is. I said even if I didn't, like do numbers today, I would still. It's still like shaping up to be a fun day because like part of the reason why I do the Bastardthon or why I love doing it in this format. It's the closest thing I'm ever going to get to running a convention, and I love when my disparate friend groups come together.
Hmm.
So this is just kind of one cool way to do that because, I have people I know through Giant Bomb. I have people who know through, other friends to like work together. And it's like, oh man, we're into video games too. You like it. So it's like just these different skill sets, these different talents, and these different interests overlap in fun and unique ways.
We all come together right now over you.
Yes, over me. I'm the special boy, even though my birthday was like 3 months ago. Shit, I probably should update the game.
Stab these guys. So you picked. So what you're seeing right now, this is kind of an elite battle. Elites get So the elites are just harder, and then also every single round when you've beaten the game once, you've got the chance to fight this super boss at the end, the heart. To do that, you need to assemble the 3 pieces of the Triforce or whatever that is in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, I already have 2 out of the 3 pieces, so I'm Gucci fam.
And if you win this battle, you will have the 3rd piece, and that's the reason why these sentries don't usually regenerate 3 health every turn.
Yeah.
They do because you are fighting them for the last piece of the Triforce. Or
yeah, so usually there's...
Do they call it something?
I don't know. I think it's like a key. I think it's just the piece of the key, maybe. But yeah, so so like these enemies are kind of annoying because they do have the attack patterns they have are the same, but they have so like the elite bosses usually have some sort of added trickery. Like again, sometimes it's not. Okay, cool. So I am going to send my request in the Telegram chat I'm a part of for Megaplex because this isn't just for funding my next album. This is also for making sure I have, like things at cons. Like I can, paying for stuff like hotel rooms. Some places I am going to travel. Some places it's just a matter of like taking care of basic things like making sure I have business cards and badge ribbons and all the other fun stuff I like to have on me. So I am going to post that in the group chat, and then I am going to...
You're going to murder these weird things.
God, and it's like I'm slowly whittling them down. It's like you just get to that point where you just have like that much left. But if it's on something, Happy Rhythm, yes, my friend Coltrane just messaged me, Happy Rhythm Bastardthon Day, thank you. Let me see here.
These enemies get much easier the fewer of them there are, because the dazed, they stack up real hard.
Oh, God, exactly.
When there's only one, you'll eventually overcome them, and they don't hit that hard.
Right.
It's really a matter of rushing down one of them, and then outlasting the other 2 generally.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, oh god, okay, 1, 2. No, I shouldn't have thrown the block there, but whatever. This guy with this fucking exhausts. It's exhausting. Sure. But yeah, you can also at least like this, some damage is gonna go on this guy since I had to use the flame block on him. Also, for those of you in chat, we also have the game Chroma Squad has some donation incentives, so you can name people. Yeah,
Excellent.
but yeah, this game is like my go-to relaxation game where I can just not like necessarily turn my brain off, but I can just be like, oh, cool. I can unwind. I don't need to wait for anything to boot up. I can just get right into it.
For sure. And I love, like, as someone who's played Magic for a really long time, I really enjoy how each of the different archetypes, at least before they added the Wanderer,
The Watcher. Yes, the Watcher.
yeah.
Yes.
The final class. The first class in Slay the Spire, the Ironclad, he's kind of the combat guy. He's your creatures.
Yes.
And you've got the Silent, who's kind of your instants and sorceries storm kind of character.
Right.
You've got the Defect, who is kind of your enchantments and artifacts kind of character. And now then there's the Watcher, who's like, I don't know, combo.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing I get from the. I'm just gonna burn my big exhaust because you can have up to 30 block in this game. Yeah, definitely. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, there he is. He's gone. Bye-bye. Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Let me just... Okay, cool. So let me... Okay, sorry. I thought I heard something. All right, there we go.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, I really think that this game, like, if you like Magic, it's a great way to kind of get better at drafting, because you really need to be thinking in this when you're picking cards. It's sometimes the correct thing to do is skip if none of the cards fit your goals. One of the most powerful things you can do in this game is when you go to the shops, remove cards from your deck, because ultimately you want to be drawing gas every single time you draw, and that's something that can only be achieved by removing the bad cards that they start you with from your deck, either replacing them or removing them. So I think it's just a really good exercise in thinking about how deck builders work. Like, if you can remove the bad cards from your deck, that means de facto you're going to get way more powerful cards. And you're actually showing it off right here. Like, you took 170 gold, and the payoff, like the downside was you got cursed, which was going to add this junk to your deck. Right. But then it cost 75 to remove that curse, so you had a net of 100 because you made the right choices there. So I think there's a lot of events that incentivize you for understanding, eventually this punishment that I take, either I can turn it into an upside, or I'm going to remove it from my deck and make it work out.
Right, and sometimes you even have to prioritize. Like, usually I'm not a fan of. I know I upgraded it, but I only did it because I didn't have that much to work with. But I used Bash, but I upgraded Bash because like Bash isn't that good of a card, because Vulnerability is a debuff that lets you get more Vulnerable is a debuff that allows you to deal more damage to an enemy. They're temporarily
plus I think 50% damage for everything you do until it goes away.
Yeah. And if you have a small deck, a card like the Spot Weakness, where if they intend to attack you, gain strength, really does numbers, because you could just keep gaining 3 strength over and over again.
Yeah, for sure. And so, like, one of the interesting things is this boss has 2 phases. It's got its attack mode and its defense mode. The attack mode, it's going to just kind of come at you. It's pretty straightforward. The defense mode has thorns, 3 thorns. Mm-hmm. So every time you attack it's going to hit you for 3. Yeah. So it actually changes the sequencing you want to use generally, because normally I usually go attack, and then I'll defend at the end if I need to. If you defend before you attack, when it's got thorns, that means that crackback that's coming at you from the thorns will get blocked immediately.
Right.
So it changes the way you want to sequence just a slight bit. And for those who don't know, strength, what you've gotten from that show weakness, that just adds damage to your attacks just flat. Every move you do now deals +9 damage. So even your strikes, which used to be terrible, now hit for 15, which is absurd. Like, you're going to kill this thing very quickly. Yeah. So the strength build is definitely one of the Ironclad's strongest avenues, because it makes cards that are otherwise garbage into things that are real good.
I am going to. Do I have 31? Okay, yeah, I can easily. I can easily kiss this guy off because, like, and whenever you beat a boss, you complete an act, as the kids say. Poggers dab. You can get. No, I got it. I'm good. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you just refill all of your health. So you can afford to go a little nuts with the
aggression.
Yes, yeah, you can get a little aggressive.
Yeah, the only thing you need to do at the end of a boss fight is not be dead. And bosses also give you one rare card, which you can tell the rarity of a card by its color. Gold is rare, silver is uncommon, I think it's black is common. And you also get an artifact at the end as well. And those artifacts can do things like give you extra energy every turn so you can cast more cards. Some of them, like the bell you just took, gives you just 3 random artifacts. So sometimes that's great, sometimes it's terrible.
But I got merchant's cost removal always costs 50 gold. That's a big part of the game.
That's an awesome artifact. What does this peace pipe do again?
You can remove cards from your deck at rest sites.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so you can light it up and
blow trees.
Yeah. Yes. Just harmless tree blowing. Just regular old.
Look, trees never hurt nobody. They're natural.
Exactly. And if you think like trees are bad, well, you know what? Screw you.
Yes. Arbor Day would like to have a word with you.
Arbor Day is going to come for your ass and be like, bitch. Arbor Day will be like, not today, Satan.
Yes. Have you ever donated to the Arbor Day Society?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I recently, I guess my wife had donated to them once, and I got a survey in the mail from the Arbor Day people saying, hey, how do you feel about trees? Yes, no?
Maybe so.
Yes, trees?
Trees
more trees or fewer trees? And I was like, more trees.
Yeah.
And then they were like, if you fill out the survey, maybe we'll send you a tree.
A whole tree all to myself. It's wonderful.
Yeah, for just a survey and a small donation.
Motherfucker, you can get a tree. Oh, man. Now that we own a house and we have a backyard, I could put a tree there. Mm-hmm. Mom's going to be like, Eric, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, Mom, why are you against trees, you awful, 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 awful?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at all the trees, and at a certain point, it's bad when Google starts saying, were you thinking about this kind of tree? Like, I start typing, and it's like, clearly you're going to look up a tree, and that's just a weird thing for Google to think I want. It was right in this opportunity, but I think I saw like a Hot Wings maple.
Okay.
Was the name of the tree?
I'm sorry, there's a tree called the Hot Wings maple.
It is, yes.
Fuck yes. All right, I'm on board.
It's a unique breed of maple that has very red seed pods. Basically, it looks really nice in the fall. And when I started typing in Hot Wings, and it auto-completed to maple. And I'm like, how is it? Oh, no. How is this what you thought I meant? And you're right.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing to do with Hot Wings is, are you familiar with YouTuber Scott the Woz?
I am not, but educate me.
So he has a video on, way earlier on his channel, he did a video on Tinder, and yeah, it does grow chicken wings. He had a video on Tinder, and he got onto some scam site, and part of the fun was him, not knowing what it was. It's like, what kind of girl do you like? And one of them was BBW, and I was like, oh man, I love Buffalo Wild Wings. And then the next one was, it was like another what kind of girl do you like? And it just happened to, be all these different, races. And he was like, oh man, I'll take all of them. Wabamo! And I'm like, oh God.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, honey, little Scotty, my boy. Sweet Scott, my boy.
Wait. I'm trying to find a link to the Hot Wings Maple, and I want to find the one that is the least sketchy. Is iTrees.com. That seems legit. Just to prove that this is not a thing I made up. There's a link to the Hot Wings maple. If you look it up, Hot Wings trademarked.
Oh, okay. Hot Wings maple. So, yeah, Yubi is in chat, and they're going to be playing 85 gold. Fuck yeah! They are going to be playing Bayonetta, and they do have an incentive for that game, which is starting difficulty.
Yep.
So I don't have a lot of gas in my tan right now, so I'm just going to upgrade all my strikes and defenses. So I have not. I think of all the games I played, since that has a very long opening cutscene. I didn't touch that one just yet. I mean, I tried out all my games just to make sure they work. But, yeah, that one I was like, okay, this is a long cutscene. I am not going... Yeah, these bosses are particularly nasty. But when they attack us, they're going to get their asses burned. So, good for us, I guess. Yeah, that one, because they're a long cutscene, I kind of want to experience that with everyone else. Go ahead.
No, the nest, that event you just had, where you can basically steal a ritual knife or gold. The ritual knife is something that the more kills you get with it, the stronger it becomes. So it's something that if you get it at the beginning of a run, it will become pretty darn devastating by the end of the run. But if you get it towards the end of the run, you will never want to pick it. You'll just pick the gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a nice, interesting risk-reward card. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I am not doing super hot right now.
You might need to use that colorless potion.
Yeah,
There's no running in this game. There's just smoke bombs that sometimes come up.
Right.
And those allow you to escape, but unless you get a smoke bomb, you're basically stuck. Maybe the colorless potion will give you something spicy. 8 damage to all enemies is pretty good. Add 1 of 3 random cards. Yeah. That also, so gamble again. Gamble again.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna throw these two out. All right, I'm gonna go with double tap and
double tap rampage.
Yeah, double tap rampage.
Rampage double tap, everyone's favorite sequel to the Rampage film.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God, I love The Rock. All right, we're gonna BBW Buffalo Wild Wings. Wabamo! Oh, God, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm describing a YouTube video I saw to someone that's not particularly interesting, but I don't know, maybe if we have some time, I'll show it to chat. All right, let's see. All right, so what's the play here?
Let's say I am, the stream is slightly further behind, so I'm not sure.
I am streaming it to Discord.
I like. Oh, wow! I didn't even see that. I like the Evolve Plus a lot for what you're doing. Sever Soul, you like blocking too much for that. And then Sentinel, if you had more exhaust cards, I'd go for it. But I think Evolve, you're dazing yourself all over the place. So.
Yeah, so I gotta. Dazed and confused for so long it's not true, and we obviously gotta rest. Because I'm running headlong into another elite, baby. Oh, and Stabby McStabbertson. At least I got the blood potion. That's not that bad. All right, so we're gonna block.
Oh, Stabman is very dangerous. So this enemy basically is a damage race. The more he stabs you, the more wounds he puts in your deck, which makes your draws garbage. And it's every hit that you do. Yeah. He does this to you. So now this is where that evolve that you had is going to help a lot, because those wounds are status effects. So it's going to allow you to draw through those wounds in a way that you otherwise would not.
Right.
You might want to shockwave this boy. Oh boy.
All right. Well,
it's fine. I think you're going to damage race him. You'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. So I think we've got. All right. So okay.
Because of Evolve, look at how many cards you just drew.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but I need more. All right. So I definitely got to save my ass.
Yeah, you got Impervious for sure. And you could still spot Weakness and Impervious, and then your next turn will just be Savage.
Yeah, because I'm going to have so much damage thrown at him.
Yep, and your Thorns, he is hurting himself by hitting you, so even when you're just defending yourself, you're actually doing quite a lot, which is not normally the case. But he's about to hit you for 30, so you need to block.
Yeah, I do need to block.
Block and just strike him, I think. Yeah, it's... I love doing double tap bash, but, like, you need to not die.
Yeah, that's the thing. We need to preserve ourselves here.
But he's gonna take a nice 15 damage just for the pleasure of stabbing you.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna
draw. Flame barrier.
Yeah.
Flame barrier, defend, and then you just let him kill himself. Reckless charge.
Yeah, flame barrier, reckless charge,
and then defend. And I think you'll only take 1 damage, and he's gonna take a nice 7 spot just for stabbing you once.
Yeah. So
and now you kill him at your leisure.
Yeah. Bam.
There we go. Now you got to rest again, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, so we got uppercut. I think I'm going to take heavy blade here. Strength effects discard 3 times.
Yeah, that's solid with all of the strength up you're getting. Though you're probably going to want to, at some point, thin out your deck a little bit more so that you're gaining strength even more.
Right.
Yeah, this is a solid run. You're doing quite well. What does Paper Frog do?
Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75 more than 50. 75 damage. Yeah, so that's
great with your bash.
Exactly. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna remove, obviously. I'm gonna remove a strike because I need to do more damage. But
inflame, gain strength. It's also solid.
Let's see. Whenever you break a block, apply 2 vulnerable.
Ooh.
First time in
I think with your Paper Frog, that hand drill is going to do a lot.
Yeah, so we're gonna buy that, and then we're gonna go to the next one. The question marks are just random events. Thwack! You were knocked unconscious. Groggy with a throbbing head, you awaken to find yourself thrown in the center of a massive stadium overflowing with an audience of slavers, cultists, and other denizens of the city. An adornment with a giant crown bellows you from the top. We begin the 420th combat. A gate opens on both sides. I was like, oh man, I thought I was going to get a way cooler event. No, it's just this.
It's just slavers.
Yeah, whatever. Slavers.
Yeah, I mean, this game is really, really, really story light.
Yeah.
The only story you get is there's a spire, you got to slay it, figure it out.
Yeah. Just wherever you want to go from there, really. It's up to you, man.
Yeah. You'll enjoy my Slay the Spire fan fiction.
Oh, God, yeah. Man, I can't wait for the Ironclad and the Silent to finally kiss.
Finally. What's under your helmet? Sadness.
Big, pouty lips. All right, so 30. Okay, I'm well defended there, so. And especially
and
since
you've got
I'm vulnerable.
These thorns are doing work.
Yeah, the thorn. Yeah, so that's, like, I always go for the relic-heavy runs. Because that's
passive.
Yeah, I mean, it's passive upgrade. So I am going to
delete the first man, and then overkill will hit the second one, right?
Yeah. No, there's no overkill.
Oh, doesn't?
No overkill. Fuck. I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it overkilled onto the other one.
No, you might be thinking Inscription.
That might be.
Yeah.
Inscription's good.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to delete this guy.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah. Victory, a powerful fight with many rewards. Whoop-ammo! Oh, no! I've been the one that was whoop-ammoed!
Hate to see it.
No, I've been whoop-ammoed!
It seems like your uppance has come.
Yeah. My petard has been hoisted.
By your own petard, too. You trusted that petard.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so, you got this. This will be fine.
Yeah, I got my big blade, and I can just delete all the bad guys.
What potion do you have?
I have Fear Potion.
Okay, vulnerable. They're already very vulnerable, so that's not gonna... Oh, Impervious will work. Oh, yep, spot weakness, and then, yeah. Hit him real hard.
Yeah,
you might survive this.
Yeah!
You might be able to damage race this. But boy, the Slaver dude who applies wounds, he sure does attack for 7 every turn. So you're gonna need to not draw a defend.
All right, I'm just gonna bash him.
Yep. And then maybe next turn. Oh, evolve, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna
maybe next turn you apply, you use that potion on this dude so that you only need to survive like 1 more turn.
Yeah.
He only attacks for 7, so he's not that serious a threat, thankfully. Heavy Blade defend? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, 66 damage. He's gonna die. He's gonna die if you Heavy Blade him.
No, it's
38.
No,
that's
66. Yeah.
60,
yeah, no, I was like, oh no. Oh wait, never mind. He's dead now.
Yes. Yeah, the vulnerable. It's really unintuitive. The number on the the calculation plus the vulnerable bonus doesn't happen until you hover the card over the enemy.
Yeah. So now we're just gonna be full on Swoletariat here.
Yeah, but boy, oh boy, what potion did you get?
I got Energy Potion, which is a lifesaver, especially in the harder boss fights. Oh, right! Yeah. I need to fucking save! Shit! Okay, so we got that, and okay, Energy Potion,
Energy Potion? Save me!
Yes! It was just enough! It was just enough!
Cards.
Boy!
Yeah, it's very good in boss fights. Also, right now, right this second.
Yeah. Whew.
That was seat of pants.
Yeah, man, that was a little scary.
You survived, and you got a smoke bomb, which will let you escape from one combat of your choosing.
Yeah. So.
Oh boy, fire breath. Hell yeah.
Fire breathing. We're not gonna go with the. Okay, we got the merchant.
So, please tell me you got one of the healing items. Oh, membership card, 50% discount on everything, baby!
Yeah, but that's not much we can do, so...
yeah, that's not going to help you right this second. Did you get any good potions so you can at least, buy something?
Blessing of the
Weak
Forge
might be useful for you not to die.
Yeah, and that's about all I can afford to do right now.
Boss you up against? Okay, you're up against a boss who's vulnerable to weak. So one of the bosses on the second level has Artifact, which is something that makes it so that your first X number of status effects you inflict on that enemy just don't happen. This boy, though, he does not do that sort of thing. So
right. So we're just gonna strike. Okay. So I mean, I guess strike's all we can do.
Yep. He just kind of buffs himself for a turn or two, which is very nice of him. It's very gentlemanly.
Yeah, so we can just afford to go a little bit further in and maybe throw the weakness so we can... Ooh. Yeah, the thing is we want as much breathing room as possible with this guy because he could fucking just go for it.
He will eventually. I don't remember what his sequence is because I think fire breathing.
Yeah, so we got to go for that.
Yeah, fire breathing is now with your evolution plus fire breathing, you're going to want to inflict status effects on yourself. Now, he's not going to help you as much as some of the other enemies will. Shockwave is solid, I think.
Yeah, 3 weak, 3 vulnerable. So we want as much space as possible. There's one chunky knight. Yes, he is a very chunky boy.
Yes. He goes to the gym. He does not skip any of the days.
No, he's my kind of guy. He's a member of the Swoletariat. So we're gonna go for 2, and double tap anger. Yes.
So anger is a card that really goes well in the exhaust deck because it puts more copies of itself in your deck, so you don't run out of cards.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a. It can junk up your deck with anger, which is not the best card. It's cool.
Right, but if you have something that is... But if you have something like...
Yoked.
If you have something like... what is it? There's a relic that lets you draw a card whenever you have an empty hand. So you can just keep getting rid of your angers. Mm-hmm. All right, spot weakness.
Spot weakness won't do anything on him.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
He's not going to attack you. He means you no harm.
Oh, good. Let's see. All right.
Now he's gonna buff himself, I think.
Yeah.
Here comes the. Yep, you've done it now. And then, yep.
Yeah, you fucked boy.
Takes off.
You
Gets
homie,
more strength.
Homie, you screwed. You done goofed.
Takes off the vulnerables. Now here comes the big attack. Can you kill him this turn?
17, 20.
So that's going to be fifth. No. Oh,
No,
yes.
we did it, yeah.
Yes. Because when you break. See the drill. The drill paid off. When you broke his guard, he became vulnerable, which increased the total damage of everything else you did.
All right. All right. Now, what do we got here with our cards? Another double
Arcade
tap,
is nice.
offering, demon form.
Demon form.
Yeah, we gotta go with demon form.
Demon form basically means that if the game goes long, you win.
Right. Root a cube whenever I lose HP, draw a card, gain thing, but I can no longer get potions, or it replaces burning blood. When I gain 12 HP after every battle instead of
7.
Yeah.
So I like all of these are useful. I don't think you necessarily deal yourself a ton of damage for the cube to go off.
Right.
So I would go with either the burning blood or the Sozu.
Yeah.
So Sozu will help you in boss fights. Burning blood won't, but burning blood will let you get to the boss fight. So it's
Yeah. So and plus I can just get myself more. Like we've been playing a little reckless, and also, we have enough to go to the end game of the boss fight, so we can. So we're definitely going to be going the distance.
It's your final boss.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, you can actually
guy.
see who your final boss is going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You have not built a deck that's really going to take a ton of turns, a ton of actions per turn, which is good because this enemy, the Time Turner, he basically restricts you to every 10 turns you take, he will end your turn right there and strengthen himself.
Yeah.
So he actually incentivizes you to be just kind of take short, meaningful turns instead of infinite combo looping turns.
Right. All right. So
I think it's a really cool design.
Yeah,
Impervious, maybe?
this game is impervious. I mean I can't do a lot, so I got to go with impervious, and I don't want to bust out my energy potion right away.
Yeah, and these guys are interesting because you have to kill all 3 of them, or else they revive themselves after a turn or 2. Goodness. Heavy blade.
I should have killed that one. That's going to do me a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, now you heal after every battle 12 HP, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
You can afford to be sloppier now.
Yeah, that's true.
Shockwave.
Yeah. Shockwave. Apply through weak and through vulnerable to all enemies. Yeah, that's the plan here. 26.
You can kill one of them. Delete the first one and save yourself, or the last one. Oh, right, you draw every time you kill something. Kill the last one, too. And then your friend. And then your friend's friend.
And then your brother's brother. And yeah.
One in the middle just witnessed a massacre. All of his family's gone.
Yeah, it's going to be like, oh, man. Oh, God, no demon form. Oh, no, okay, I can spot weakness and then capitalize on that weakness. Because all of my kindness is taking you for weak. Okay, feel no pain or cleave.
You're not exhausting a lot, so I would just go with cleave or dual wield. Probably.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so now we can lose a card and gain a relic.
Ooh. If you have 2 energy potions,
Yeah. And okay, every 10th attack I do deals double damage. That's a good one. I
love the pen nib. Every 10th attack, it deals double damage, which... How many modifiers do you have now? Vulnerable to 75%. You've got all these strengths increasing your total damage output. And then once every 10 attacks, you're just going to... Oops. I deleted your whole file.
Yeah, people will die.
Yes.
All right, we have...
Kindness is taken for weakness. Which song is that?
That is the 4 or 5 seconds... No, the 4 or 5 seconds...
5 seconds to round it. Yes.
Like, honestly, that is it. I don't want to say it's a guilty pleasure song of mine because like as the music guy, I should be more open to songs, but it's just a good song. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's Sir Paul McCartney and Lady Rihanna.
Yeah.
Also Kanye West, who's my opinions of have taken hits recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. Sir Paul's still there. He's having a good time, just playing the guitar.
Yeah.
So this enemy is actually pretty interesting. It has thorns too. So when you attack it, you take damage back, which is pretty interesting. But since you have thorns, yeah, I would just kill it. Don't let it get bigger. You can, because you have thorns, allow it to kill itself on you instead of the other way around. Ooh, Rampage is fun.
Yeah, Rampage.
Rampage with modifiers, which is what you're doing. But if you can get to like a shop and shrink your deck down a little bit more, transform a card.
Yeah, so we can just transform a strike.
Yeah, turn it into something. Ooh, Juggernaut.
Whenever I gain block, deal 5 damage. Manthi's cosplay in chat. I've deleted all your save files and screen capped your NFTs, Mr. Spire.
Now what will you do?
Right click save more. Oh, I want to go with Berserker Insect. All right, I'm gonna go with.
What sort of monster would right click save?
Yeah, I know. God, there is a furry convention. I don't know. It was recently announced, or it's something that's been in the works. But there's a furry convention in Miami that's also being co-sponsored by an NFT company, because this is Florida. We're corrupt as fuck here. Fire breathing, reckless charge. There we go.
Yeah.
And it's man,
this enemy sucks.
Yeah, especially when you can't attack right away.
Yeah, so this guy, he alternates between being invulnerable or intangible, which means anything you do does 1 damage, which sucks. And then also being vulnerable. So he'll alternate over and over again between these two, and they're both so bad for you. He's gonna hit real hard. You remember, you do have a smoke bomb here. If at any point this fight looks like it's gonna go completely south,
yeah,
you can just smoke bomb out of there to fight another day.
Oh, no,
but that's your damage turn. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You gotta. Oh no.
Corvus Candom did it. Oh, god damn it. I feel bad that this is so. No, I'm going to make this bigger. How can I make it bigger? No, damn it. Alert box. No. Use custom frame rate. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay. There we go. $5 from Corvus Cantum. Thank you so much. So,
hey.
Yes. All right. All right. There we go. Yeah. So it's we're doing pretty good right now. In this battle, not so much. So we're just gonna cut this down a little bit more. Maybe
oh boy, this is an invulnerable turn. I think you kind of need to impervious to not die.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you can also smoke bomb and just not take the hit.
Smoke bomb. I know it's not much, but I want to do my bit. Thank you, though. Do keep your Twitch messages open, because I am giving away different I'm giving away a bunch of stuff. So for $5 or more, that's the tier for you get a singles pack and each one of my albums. For $10, you get all of the Bandcamp shit and a poster and and a CD and a physical CD. And $20 is for the shirt, and $50 is the for everything one. So, also,
good value.
Yeah, good value. Manthi's cosplay in chat is also going to be next, and that means if you want to, there we go. So you do get entered in for prizes, and if you. And I was going to start talking about Manthi's chat. Manthi's is going to be next, and he's playing Chroma Squad. And that game does have incentives where you can name... Oh, God, I'm so fucked on this one. You
Are
can
they're not fire breathing
fire breathing.
or
Yeah.
evolve?
Yeah, fire breathing, evolve, and defend. That's the most I can
Okay.
do. Well, I do have enough health though. I did rest. So you are able to name a character. So either like whisper or name it in chat. So I don't know how familiar you are with. I can probably
Shockwave.
Yeah, shockwave and kill this
Shockwave,
guy.
and then it's vulnerable, so that strike will murder it.
And then I
you
get
an extra
another
card,
one,
and then
and then-
flame, and your next attack does double damage from the pen nib, I
So you
think.
do get to name one of the characters. So just think of it like the average Power Ranger setup. There's the pink one, the yellow one, the blue one, the red one, and the black one.
So if you spot weakness and then strike, your next attack does double damage, and then it's also you can kill. Can you kill her because she's vulnerable?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
I can strike and I can impervious.
You might have been able, if you had targeted her with the strike, you might have been able to kill her because of plus 75% damage, then double damage, then how much strength you have. My brain isn't so good with math this early in the morning.
Yeah.
There we go. Delete her anyway.
You can also change the colors in the game too.
Oh, Tori's so good.
What is it again? Oh yeah, 5 or less, reduce it to 1. Thunderclap.
Thunderclap's good with what you're doing. Like anything that does vulnerable is awesome.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so like Tori, have you ever gotten tungsten rod?
Yes.
So Tori plus tungsten rod is insane. So tungsten rod makes it so that anytime you would take 1 damage, you take 0 instead. Exactly 1, you take 0. Tori makes it so that anytime you take 5 or less damage, it goes to 1. So it means that anytime you would have taken 5 or less damage, you just take nothing.
All right. I gotta offer these guys something. Do I bother offering them anything though? Because it's
If you offer them an uncommon, they'll heal all your stuff. If you offer them a common, they'll do nothing. If you offer them a rare, I don't know what they do. So like you might want to offer them like
Shockwave, because Shockwave is just costing Shockwave is costing me too much.
Yeah, they heal all your HP.
Okay, cool.
Now
So-
you can take on that elite, and maybe you'll get a cool item.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy loves when you spend a full turn just attacking him relentlessly. He deals less damage the more cards you play, or he takes more damage the more cards you play. So he's kind of the inverse of the final boss of this level.
Right. So now, what is the Giant Bomb Endurance Run? Because I know you mentioned that.
The Community Endurance Run, which is happening next week, is a charity fundraiser that I organize. I've been organizing for the last, like 7 years or something. The charity we're supporting this year is Pencils of Promise, which is a charity that builds schools, trains teachers, and sends kids to school in developing nations. So it's an international charity. We wanted to make sure, like one of the parameters for what we want to do with the endurance run is, a cause that is relatively neutral that everyone can get behind, and an international charity so that it's something that the Giant Bomb community is international. There's no reason it should just be national charities.
Right.
So what Pencils of Promise does is they build schools in, I believe, Laos, Guatemala, and I am forgetting one other country. But they build schools. They will train local teachers in the community so that it's not a situation where kind of like Teach for America, you bring someone from outside of the community, they do their internship there, and then they leave. Instead, they train teachers who are going to stay, like they already live near where the schools will be, and so they are going to, in all likelihood, stick around to help these students as they get older and go forward. So it is a charity that we've worked with for a lot of years. They also do hygiene programs, which are really impactful because a lot of school days in developing nations are lost to basic sanitation stuff that folks like us in the U.S. take for granted. Double tap Heavy Blade might work, or Thunderclap. Yeah, double tap Heavy Blade. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we take for granted. So they'll build like places to wash your hands, they'll train kids on how to properly wash your hands. I think all of us learned during COVID how to,
how to
30
really
seconds.
just really like soak them stems.
Yep. All those steps, they teach those. And then they also, provide some scholarships to students. They provide some equipment, books, that sort of thing, so that kids can can stay in school and do stuff. So yeah, it's a good cause. It'll be running from next Friday till Sunday. So we're going to be running. Basically, we form up like Voltron to do 3 days. So it's not one person going for 3 days. It is by the sum of all the community members, we end up with 3 days worth of content.
Okay. Sounds like a really good cause that you should donate to next week. I remember I did do an endurance run one year, and I played through
you did a concert.
Yes, I did all of the Rock Band 1 songs in that were available in Rocksmith. And I played through all of that because that was kind of like my initial, I guess, thrust behind Rhythm Bastard was learning all of the Rock Band 1 songs on guitar, so I'd have some kind of like bigger goal to work toward, with my learning how to play the guitar.
I just put in chat the community endurance run page, our fundraising page. We've got a bunch of different members. So the number of dollars that we've raised so far is inaccurate because Abby Russell moved her last year account to this year.
Okay.
So $2,000. She made a mistake. She's going to move them back, but $2,000 of those dollars she stole from the past and brought to the future.
Son of a bitch.
Did you die, or the idea of
the idea of stealing from the past?
Stealing from the past. If we've learned anything from Looper, it's that you can't steal from the past.
All right, what's your play on this? Entrench?
I think you skip it. I don't think you need any of them.
All right.
I don't think any of those cards are going to make your deck noticeably better. Oh boy, this enemy, every time you deal it damage, it changes what it's going to do. So you kind of want to, futz around and see if you can get it to do the move you want it to do instead of the messed up thing that it's currently planning to do.
Okay, so we're not that bad, actually.
Yeah, you should be able to get to the boss here. And you do have some good potions as well. Rampage, yeah. Let's make it... Ooh, vulnerable, nice. And Impervious will protect you, or you can Inflame. Like, either one will work. But yeah, this year my plans for the Community Endurance Run are I'm going to be starting with Tales from Off-Peak City, Volume 1, which is a game not many people I think have heard of, but that I found incredibly charming. I would describe it as... Hey Arnold, but more.
Hey Arnold, but more. Okay.
So you know how it's kind of Hey Arnold's like a super deformed New York City?
Yeah.
Like a funhouse mirror child's view of New York City. I would say that is a similar vibe in Tales from Off-Peak City. The city is way more weird and messed up than it is in Hey Arnold. But it's a similar sort of vibe. Like this, you take a boat to the city street. Like you're in a canoe and you row up to like the end of the street because it is dipping into the ocean. And then you are on this street where some of the houses have faces. Some of the houses have cats in the window that their tails move in time with the music. There's a house where there's a yard sale going on, and the yard sale, like the eyes of some of the things you can buy, just follow you around.
Hold on. Is there a kid on a stoop who is afraid to leave his stoop?
There's a kid on a stoop with a basketball that is bigger than him, and he's trying to dribble it.
Okay.
So it is a thing that you have to see to understand, but it's only a few hours long. You make pizza. You're a pizza delivery boy.
Okay.
Simple. It's a tale of delivering pizza. And the weird things that can happen to people when they eat your pizza. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that, and then I'm going to be playing on Saturday and Sunday the new Final Fantasy game, Stranger of Paradise, with an interesting donation incentive. So the new Stranger of Paradise game, it's very, I would say, emo. Demon form, maybe now. You've got some time off, demon form. That will mean you'll eventually kill this man.
Okay.
So yeah, the game is very emo. Your character looks like Eminem, and he's dressed like Eminem, and he's very mad at the world. And so as I raise more and more money, I will become more and more emo myself.
Okay. So you're probably thinking, well, what's the worst that I can say? I don't know. I was trying to remember Helena.
Carry on this way. Yeah, I'll have a donation incentive. I think I'm gonna set it at $20 for emo sing-alongs. Yeah, I've got that going. I've got outfits. My outfit will go and change depending on the amount of money I raise. I think I'm currently up over $1,000, which means I am in for so I took a trip to the Hot Topic.
Okay.
And I purchased a sweet knuckle ring. You know, one of those rings that like goes around the bend of your finger.
Right.
I got a button up that says in Japanese, I think, "I am dead." It has multiple skulls on it and a coffin on the sleeve. At 300, I shaved my facial hair into a chin strap. I haven't shaved in a month, so that I have a clean canvas for, shaving as a donation incentive. At $500, I don black jeans to match. That will be off camera, you sickos. Then at $750, I get a chain choker. So I'm currently locked into at $1,000. I shave my facial hair into a goatee, so that will be happening. And then at the next $1,250, I straighten my hair with a straightening iron.
Okay.
On camera, because my hair is not naturally straight. Then at $1,500, I put on eyeliner. And next is a soul patch. Then I'm going to paint my nails at $2,000. And my goal is $2,500 personally.
Right.
I need to figure out what to do beyond $2,000.
You boot up Rock Band 4, and you just be like, okay, do I Smith or do I Toke? There's got to be something
look at your deck.
Yeah,
what do we have? Juggernaut. Oh no, Demon Form, if anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That thing scale.
Put on some skin tight jeans. Says
yeah.
Well,
my body is not a skin tight jeans body, unfortunately. I have too much junk in the trunk for skinny jeans. They don't fit me.
First attack each combat. No energy potion maybe.
Duplication potion is pretty savage.
Yeah.
The energy is also great, and then yeah. You only have to survive 2 more fights, so, any edges you can get. Oh, yeah, right, the elites start with less HP. That works on these guys. I forgot about that. So these guys suck. Thankfully, your Tori is going to make this hit for 2. This is awesome. So Burn is actually going to help you because you want junk in your deck.
Yeah.
Weakness. Flame Barrier, probably?
Yeah, Flame Barrier. God, I just
gonna hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, hitting me will be very not poggers for them.
Yes. What idiots. Okay. Now you gotta...
Yeah, now I gotta strategize a little bit.
You gotta kill these guys. They gotta go.
Yeah, they're
5 times 2 because of your Tori. Oh no! 51 in the back is... Yeah, this fight, I kind of hate the last 2 fights of Slay the Spire because these guys do not play by the same rules as everything else in the game. Like, you need specific decks to kill these enemies quickly, which, and the final boss, the Beating Heart.
Yeah.
None of it plays like all the other enemies, which is kind of cool, but it means, you're playing one strategy 90% of the game, and then the last 2 fights is like, well, hope your deck can also do these other things. Otherwise, you lose. Yeah, Impervious, just to not... Oh, you've already got 12.
Yeah,
you don't
so
even
good.
need to spend Impervious.
Well...
Oh, you're going to take 1. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what bands would you consider in the emo oeuvre? So which bands count as emo?
I mean, definitely got to look towards some. There's I don't know. I guess it's weird because I'm gonna discard speed push since it only works once. I'm going up against the heart. Which one works best here?
Flame Barrier is pretty good against the heart.
Yeah.
It's going to do 10 attacks for 1 damage each or 5 damage each, and Flame Barrier, when you have that, just like messes it up real bad. Though I don't know that you have much of a chance against the heart because of how it works. Ooh, you got Inflame for free. That's solid. Energy Potion Demon Form.
Yeah.
Like, make that happen immediately. Ooh, you could Duplicate Potion Demon Formed. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, now comes the 60 damage from a single attack, so you probably need to Juggernaut.
Yeah. Let's duplicate potion, baby.
Defend, yep.
Yeah.
That'll work. Now he's going to hit you very hard. You need to not play any more turns. You can Power Potion.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see what they got. Oh
yeah, this fight's not fair. You can also only deal 300 damage in a turn.
Okay.
Will stop you if you try to do more than that. So 3 times 12, it's only going to hit you. Oh no, all of these are bad for you. Dark Embrace is the only one that you can cast without it potentially killing you. Yeah, so your toy is going to make this hit you for 12 instead of 40 damage. That's where the Tungsten Rod just like turns that off, basically. But you're going to die. Like, you play 3 cards and you're dead. Yeah, Reckless Charge, sure.
Well, that's...
I think it's really rude that you can only deal 300 damage in a turn. Like, why, if I can go ultimate, not ultimate, why, if I can go infinite, is that going to punish me this time? Flame Barrier? Havoc?
Yeah. All right, well, up next is Manthi's, and I'm going to boot up Chroma Squad in the background because I am going to be dead soon.
There it goes.
And there we are. All right. Well, thank you.
You got to the heart?
Yeah, I did get to the heart. We did accomplish that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to set it up. So, thank you. Thanks again for stopping by. So, just tell everyone where you can find you.
Sure. You can find me at That Pinguino on Twitter. You can find my podcast, Deep Listens Pod, on Twitter. Deep Listens Podcast at Libsyn.com. That's the website where it's hosted. Wherever your fine podcasts are found, and you can find me on GiantBomb.com. You can find my old articles, and maybe there'll be other stuff. I'm usually on the Magic streams that they have.
Okay. So thank you again for stopping by. Yes. I'm going to break so many legs right now. So that means, Ernie, feel free to come in.